Hey guys, how you doing? I'm doing another check-in for the business side of things, and I'm 2 days late this week due to technical issues. As you can see, I've switched up my positioning, and I've got great lighting here as long as it's daylight. And the last 2 days I was so busy that I never got around to doing it during daylight time. And in the evening, the visibility is disgusting. So it's Thursday. I've been having a bonanza of a week, and that's not to say that things are easy. The fact that I am succeeding, the fact that I am having the customer calls and the sales and the things I've been needing so badly doesn't change the fact that I have internal resistance, doesn't change the fact that some things are hard for me. It's just a stepping stone. And I think that is a big, big takeaway from the process for me. The other thing I've noticed is how much energy I'm putting in to thinking about doing stuff. And if I think about something enough, I finally get a mental check, a mental tick on that something, and I sometimes don't even do it at all. Not because I'm procrastinating it, or I decided not to do it, or I forgot. Because I think I did it. I thought about it so much that I forget I only thought about it and I didn't do it. And that led me to noticing that I spend most of my thinking time thinking about three types of things: thinking about things I need to do, work, thinking about fantasies, things that say I've seen at a TV show or on YouTube and I want to fantasize about them. And no, so two things, not three things. I'm basically spending most of my thinking time either being pseudo productive by thinking about things I need to be doing, or being unproductive by thinking about things that aren't practical. And so I took those two things and I put them together and I figured out, what if, instead of thinking about the work I need to do and getting tired, it's really, really tiring to constantly think about the things you need to do and plan them in your head and work about them in your head. It's tiring. You get to the end of the day and you look at your day and you say, I've done nothing and I'm done, finished, kaput. What if instead I spent my thinking time thinking about fun stuff like vacation? If I can feel like I've done a task simply by thinking about it, why can't I feel like I've been on vacation simply by thinking about it? And I started trying to do that, and it turns out I can't control my thoughts that well. My thoughts don't want to go on vacation. And saying that out loud right now to the camera makes me feel really stupid because it doesn't make any sense at all. So, 4 minutes into this video, let me stop a minute so that I can process what I just said and introduce myself in case this is the first video you're seeing and it was so enticing you're still here. I'm Orion and this is my channel. It's a personal channel. I do a lot of talking videos. I talk about things that are important to me. I do two types of check-ins. I've got this middle of the week check-in, which is supposed to be on Tuesdays and it's on Thursday this week, where I talk about putting my business together and what it is that is holding me back or pushing me forward in the week, what insights I had, etc. And then on Sundays, I do my health and workout check in. where I tell you how am I progressing with my workouts, what I think of the program I'm doing, what's changed in my body, and specifically on the physical check-in. I try to talk a lot about what I see happening with me as a big busted lady because I didn't find enough content about that when I was doing my research. And on top of that, I usually have a lot of plans to do other videos, and I do one every 2 weeks or so. Right now, like I've got three plans. Um, one of them I know I'm going to do tomorrow, and that is I've just finished. Okay, I'm blabbering, but let me just finish that one. I just finished doing a Chloe Ting challenge. I want to do my modifications and hacks for that challenge, and I'll do that tomorrow. My computer is acting up. Sorry, let me just clear up the screen for myself. Um, my videos are mostly unedited. I just put on the screen cam, do my thing, and upload it to YouTube, hoping you'll like it. If you do like it, if you want to help my channel, of course, like, subscribe, comment, interact, let me know what you think, ask me questions. Um, I try to answer everybody. I do not approve of trolling and, the bad stuff. So let's keep it positive. Back to business, because this is what it is, a business check-in. So I was at the point where I said I feel I can't control the direction my thoughts go, and then I realized that that is an idiotic thing to say. Those are my thoughts. If they don't go where I want them to go, it's not where I want them to go. And I'm stunned by that saying. I think it's extremely potent. What I just said is maybe if I think about vacation in my thinking time, I'll feel like I've gone on this vacation, but I don't want to do it. Feeling good, having energy, having control scares me. Now the next question will be, of course, well, either it could be why or what am I going to do about it? Um, and I'm going to go with what am I going to do about it, because um, why is not very productive here most of the time. When I get to this point, it's usually extremely easy to just go down the route of, yeah, my dad, yeah, my mom, yada yada yada. Here's the why, and then you're stuck. Then I'm stuck. Okay, my dad was uh, not really the nice guy in my book. He did this and this and this to me. Yeah, my mom, I loved her to bits. I do love her to bits to this day. She's just human. She has her shortcomings. Uh, Nothing I can do can change that past. So understanding that, digging down deep into it, it has its merits. Sometimes it's useful. But right now with this issue, ah, just uncomfortable. Sorry. Not sure how much help will it do to understand that uh, I am reluctant to feel happy and in control because my dad was overbearing and my mom blah 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 blah. What am I going to do about it? The question then is, what can I do about it? And two things come to my mind. One, which was already there, which this is the thought that started this whole thing. Don't waste my time thinking about work, because it burns too much energy and it's not productive. So, no thinking about work when I'm not working. And the other is that I need to practice thinking about not work when I'm not working. And I can't expect myself to just say, oh, okay, I'll think about vacation and it'll happen. It doesn't work that way. In a sense, it's nice, but it's not the way things happen. After intent comes a process of learning the skill. And the process of learning the skill, of course, has a lot of steps, but it goes through three phases. The first phase, from my experience of my children, my family, other people I've seen, the first phase will always be being too late. So I've made this intent. I will think about vacation and fun stuff when I'm in thinking time. And what will happen is I will do my regular thinking in thinking time. And then later on I will go, oh, I forgot I was supposed to think the fun things on thinking time. So first phase is too late. The second phase is late. I will get into thinking time. I will start thinking the wrong thoughts. And then I will remember in the middle, wait, I'm not supposed to think that. I was planning to think positive things, happy things, vacation and stuff. And I can do the change then and there. I can say, okay, in the last 5 minutes of my thinking time, I'll do the correct thinking. And the last step is on time, which is when I start thinking. I immediately, very small lag, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to do this. And then I have the new skill. There was just one thing in my life when things, one thing? I think one thing. One space in my life when that model was not the ruling model. And that was with parenting my children. When I would see a wrong behavior, I had the one time rule. They do something, I try to pull out of a correct reaction out of my pocket. I almost 100% of the times pulled the wrong reaction. Then I would think about it, figure out the correct reaction, and the next time I would do it correctly. It was very physical, like in physics. You try something, like learning how to drive a car. You press the pedal for the gas. Beginning, you press it too little, too much, too little, too much, and then you find that middle ground. But I only needed one time because it actually broke it down to physical elements. This was the trigger, this was the result, this is what they wanted, this is what I wanted, this is my correct result reaction to get the result I want. It was very, very systematic. Whereas here, I don't have the trigger so well formed. I need to remember when I'm in thinking time, I need to be aware that I'm going into thinking time, and usually I'm not. Um, so, yeah, I think that's the only time I was thinking whether, sorry, workouts were also similar to that, where I could do a mistake once and figure it out and immediately get implemented. But I think that is not the case there. It was specific for parenting because parenting is actually a less involved situation. Funny as that sound? I am looking at my children's behavior and figuring out my reaction. So it's very much like, um, you know, going to the shop and coming back frustrated from an event, figuring it out and not letting it frustrate you again. It's an external change. Whereas right now I'm talking about an internal change. I want to think about different things when I'm in thinking time. It's a change in pattern and habit and skill, um, which sounds to me like a big deal. So I think I'm gonna try to focus on try is a bad word. Totally bad word. I think this week I will focus on moving my thoughts to positive energy when I'm in thinking time. And I will be kind to myself, knowing that I am in the too late phase of the process. And it's okay to be too late when you're in this phase. So this week's task is to be very, very aware of my thought pattern of when am I in thinking time and what am I thinking about, and remembering that the plan is to move my thinking to the positive energy space. I'm really curious. Has anybody ever done this? Had any kind of experience with this? What did you do and how did it work out? Please write down in the comments below. And fingers crossed that next week I will get a Tuesday check in. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.